Hey everybody, so I am back today with an Easter sunset makeup tutorial, and we are starting out with Pond's dry skin cream, and this is because I have dry skin, just want to moisturize, and yeah, just rub it really well into your skin if you need any moisturizing products. So this is the Sugar Lip Scrub, and I'm just prepping my lips with this, exfoliating it, so that it looks and feels really nice and prepping it. I'm gonna do lipstick later, and I'm using NYX eyeshadow base, and I'm just blending this with my ring finger all over my eyelid. And I'm just going in with a yellow color on the inner half of my eyelid, going in with a little bit more of a base on the outer half, and I'm using an orange from the BH Cosmetics 120 eyeshadow palette, second edition, and mixing it with the NYX Frisky eyeshadow. And I'm blending this on the outer half of my eyelid, and definitely blending it into the yellow so that it blends really nicely and just transitions really well. The key to this is blend. I'm also blending this a little bit into the crease, because then I am going to go in with a BH Cosmetics blending brush and the Selena MAC No Makeup Mask eyeshadow, which is like a medium brown. To me, it's almost like my skin color, just a little bit darker, not so much. And I'm using this as a transition shade and to blend seamlessly with the rest of the eyeshadow, so it all looks really, cooperative and together and not so separated. This is a NYX, not a NYX, Wet n Wild eyeshadow brush, very fluffy, and I'm just putting in a little tiny bit of black eyeshadow and blending it in, because you can always add, but you can't take away when it comes to black, and it's really easy to like mess up a look with just adding black eyeshadow. So I'm adding a little bit, blending, adding a little bit more, blending, making sure it looks okay, making sure I'm not putting too much. And I just go over the orange because it kind of like, the black kind of like took over the orange, so I need it to pop again. Just going in with a NYC liquid eyeliner, and I'm just doing a small little ring, nothing too serious, nothing too big or extravagant. Yeah, I know how hard it is to do eyeliner on camera, so this is the MAC Oil Control Lotion, and this helps with my skin because I do get very oily in the T-zone. And then I go in with the NYX Orange Concealer. This is a very cream-based concealer, so I put this under my under eyes because I have dark under eyes. It's hereditary, not because I'm not getting enough sleep, but you can use it for that too, of course. Around my nose because it's very dark, and any dark spots that I feel like need to be covered up, and around my mouth because it's very dark around my mouth and around my chin. So this helps to like cover it all up. And I always blend with my ring finger because it is the weakest or the lightest finger to blend with if you're going to use your hands. If anything, use a brush, I would say. I feel like it's kind of harder to blend a thick, creamy concealer with a beauty blender for some reason. So that's why I always use my ring finger. And this is the Maybelline Superstay 24 Hour Wear Foundation, full coverage. And I always use a pump and a half. Right now, to me, this is like about a pump if I just pumped it all out once onto my, like the back of my hand or something. But then I use a little bit more after, you'll see, around my mouth area, because it just needed a little bit of extra of coverage. And just blending with the beauty blender, which is the best beauty blender ever, the actual authentic official beauty blender. It has the best density. And when I do under my eyes, I do bounce and roll so I can try to get as much foundation under my eyes because my eyes do crease. You're gonna see in a minute. I'm gonna add a little bit more foundation. I'm sorry if you guys hear a lot of background noise. There's trucks going by in New York. And I do like to put foundation over my lips because it does prep them and give it a blank canvas for when I do my lips. And I'm taking the Jordana Complete Cover Concealer. I believe this is in Honey Olive. And I use the pointed side of the Beauty Blender. I love this concealer. It's like the best concealer for me. Like, gives me brightness under my under eyes, but it's not pow, like in your face, too bright. And it's like not like it's not there, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like it's not bright enough. It's like the perfect brightness for me. So I just blend this, and then I use the other side where I did use the foundation to kind of blend the edges, so it just blends seamlessly into my skin and transitions from my skin tone to brightness. This is just J-Cat banana powder. This is like a dupe for the Ben Nye banana powder, and this was like about $6.50 off of Hush, which I have a link to that video if you guys want to see that video where I did just review some of the products I showed you guys. It was like a haul. And yeah, I used LA Colors $1 face powder. It's the best thing that works for me. Always go back to my trusty e.l.f. eyebrow kit. And I take the waxy side, fill in any bald spots, take the powder side, and only fill in the very front of my eyebrows because it makes it look really like, you know, soft. Always blend and like brush it out with a spoolie. Now I'm just taking off the banana powder and I leave it all nice and bright. And I'm just going in with some orange under my lash line, add some more color, and then I take my favorite Satina smudge brush and with that medium brown color and just kind of connect the outer V to the edge of the bottom lash line. I love that brush. It's like my favorite brush ever. And then I take Mark waterproof eyeliner pencil and I just do my eyeliner on the waterline halfway, not all the way. Now for the mascara, I use two. I use I believe it's the L'Oreal Paradise, Lash Paradise mascara, voluminous Lash Paradise, yeah. And waterproof. And then I take the L'Oreal Telescopic mascara and I use that on the bottom lashes because it's the bristles on that one is really small and it really gets in on those lower lashes. And it separates them and it coats them really well, as you guys can see. NYX Duochromatic in Lavender Steel. So I use this basically as a highlight and a blush because I don't really necessarily use blush, but this adds some color to my skin and it adds some luminosity to my skin, which I love. I always use it in my 5-minute makeup looks. And the MAC Fruity Juicy in Refined Golden is a bronzing powder. If I'm not using this, I'm using my e.l.f. $3 Cool Bronzer palette, which you can get at Target. The best thing ever. I still have mine. I've had it for like about 5 years. Best bronzer ever. It's great for contouring. And this is a Nick K lip pencil in red. I'm just lining my lips as regular, not really overlining it. And I just fill it in halfway. And then I go in with my NYX Powder Puff Lippy, which I got from the NYX store. Can't really remember the name of it. I will add the name of it around the screen somewhere or in the description box below. But it's a really good pinky muted red color, if that makes sense. Just adding some inner highlight to my eyes from like a Sephora highlight palette. And this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do like it, give it a thumbs up. And tell me what you're doing for Easter. You know what I mean? If you're gonna do this look, do it. I hope you guys like it. And yeah. Bye guys.